Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. I did the lesson, got it all together. So left it. Damn, I wanted that lesson.
First of all, giving all honor, glory, and praise to the unexplicable, the uncomparable. No one is on the level of Yahweh, Bahashem, Amashiach Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the world ignorantly knows as God. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ. And who are we? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites of the Bible, right? We have been lied about our heritage and our nationality. But there's a reason why the Most High have done this.
It don't go down, yo.
I do it. 1-1.
Coming over and over.
How you doing, brother? Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother, come here real quick, brother. Let me speak to you. Huh?
I'm about to go to the bush now. I'm about to head over there to the bush. Hop on the bush. Come on.
Hey, give me 2 seconds.
I want you to come over.
Hey, give me 2 seconds, King. Just 2 seconds. So we out here, right? We waking our people up according to the Bible, right? Right? So if you look at that sign over there, on your left-hand side, I would like to say is what the Most High calls you. And on the right, on your right-hand side would be what the world calls you, right? So would your father be a so-called black man?
Yes.
Right? So you would be from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Right? Do you know who else is from the tribe of Judah?
That's right.
Give me the book of Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Kenny.
So, I be watching TikTok.
Come.
And I be seeing a lot of they usually have a purpose.
Yeah, IUIC.
But I be asking, I be wondering from the TikTok videos, like, so as far as Christianity goes in a whole, there's the actual concept of Christianity.
Right.
What? Okay.
Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4
You
verse
take
6.
the tribe
Sit.
out of the Christianity. Yes. Yes or no? That's it.
No, because see, when you look at the Bible, like the Most High made the Bible in its entirety, right? So you got Christianity, right? You have Catholicism, you have that Muslim, right? Islam, right? All of that is all Christianity, right? Like my brother has said, you know, he taught a few weeks ago, he told him. So all that is the Jesuits, the so-called Jewish, right? So they all actually made the Christian movement.
That's right.
And if you didn't follow that movement, they put you to death.
That's right.
So actually, that was the biggest murderous movement ever in the history of the world.
My grandmother's a pastor. When we go to church when we're little, we are taught to listen to Christianity. New Testament states that I only pray correctly if I pray. Now, you are saying that this is wrong.
Watch, now watch this. Watch what the Most High says about women.
My grandfather's a pastor as well.
Now men are called actually. We're oracles, right? According to
That was in
Peter's.
Deuteronomy. That was in Paul. I think that was
That's in Peter's. Peter.
And Peter's. Paul
Yeah,
said
Peter.
that women cannot be pastors.
Right, they cannot teach. The Most High does not allow, and He tells you, He breaks it
Paul
down.
says it.
When you go further down,
Jesus
right?
don't say it.
No. But all this is inspired by the Most High. Every last one of these men are inspired. It's by no private interpretation. Watch, bring it out, King.
It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
No, women can teach.
But I suffer not a woman to teach,
Go ahead.
nor to usurp authority over the man,
Go ahead.
but to be silenced.
All right, and the reason why is because the Most High has an order. If you go in Corinthians, He has an order. It's God, then it's Jesus, then it's man, then it's woman, and then it's the children. And see, the problem is this world have gotten us away from the divine order. And it's due to that Willie Lynch letter, right? He took it, and he took the man out of the equation. Now the women don't have their protection, right? Go ahead, King.
This is why they're pests.
And that, no, I'm saying, and that's the reason why our community, because the Most High didn't send his son back for everybody, he only sent it back for us. You see, every other nation of people have their order.
That's right.
They have their men in their families.
That's right.
But we don't,
And I ain't never seen no white preacher like that.
because they have their order. I mean, you have Joyce Myers.
That's a white lady.
Yeah, she's a white lady. You have a few, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, they try to keep their evil order, right?
Genesis 1 through 27.
Right. Well, wait. Let's finish this, and then I'm gonna get back to you, because I just want to answer that question for you.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Is who?
Is Christ.
Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Is the who?
Is the man.
That's why they can't usurp authority. Go ahead, King.
And the head of Christ is God.
Is God. Now go back to Timothy. Now watch this.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
With all subjection, right? Because she's under authority to her husband. Go ahead, King.
But I suffer not a woman to teach,
See?
nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Watch, you gonna tell you why.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Right?
For Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Teach
In
it
the
out.
transgression. So the Most High, that was a punishment, man. Right? So now you can't even go and speak. You can't usurp authority, right? Is there some more on that?
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, and if they continue in the faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
Right? With sobriety, and that's a twofold, because you know sometimes they put being drunken as doctrines, right? So this world gives us the doctrine that women can teach, that women can usurp authority over men. Oh yeah, I don't need no man. Well, the Most High just said you do, because they are the weaker vessel according to the scriptures. But according to that religion, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 start at verse 5. And this is when it comes to religion, the Most High didn't make religion. Like he only gave the Bible to Israel, the so-called blacks, Latino, Native American. Because when people talk about the gospel of religion, right, they don't even know what the gospel is. Because the gospel is in Luke chapter 4 verse 17. That's the gospel to the poor, to the brokenhearted, to those that are captives.
There's no gospel in Matthew.
No, it's in Luke. The gospel, he defines what the gospel is. But they say the gospel is just everybody. But the gospel is actually given to us. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Behold, I have taught you statutes.
No religion.
I have taught you
You
statutes.
statutes.
No, I got other religions.
I
have taught you
He
statutes
only taught Israel statutes. Watch.
and
judgments.
judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it.
Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
Is your what?
For this is
your
your
wisdom.
wisdom.
So do the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, do the world think that we're wise people? Why not? Because he said what?
For this is your wisdom.
That's why we ain't got no wisdom, brother. Because this is our wisdom. The Bible is
Done.
our wisdom. It's
That's
for
right.
our learning.
That's right.
Right.
Done.
That's why they call us some dumb niggas, some dumb spics, some dumb Indians. Like, well, that's why we all treated the way we are. Because this is our wisdom. Go ahead, King.
In your understanding in the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the what?
In the
Sight
sight
of the
all
nations.
You know what I'm saying? They know. Everybody knows who we are, but us.
That's right. That's right.
In sight. Yeah, that's why they perceive us that way. Go ahead, keep going.
which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So, are we a great nation? Are we a wise and understanding people? Because we don't know how it is. Go ahead.
For what nation is there so great? Who has God so nigh unto them? As the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments?
What he said, nation so great that what?
That have
Statutes and
Only
judgments.
we get the law, statutes, and commandments, and the judgments. This the laws. It's the law, statutes, and commandments. The statutes are like the high holy days. Okay, so like the new moon. Today is the new moon, right? So the new moon is a feast, right? We can cook and celebrate and be happy. Give me Numbers 10 and 10. Numbers 10 and 10. Deuteronomy, I think 23 and 16.
I
Right?
still have a question.
Come, go ahead.
My question is about Genesis.
Yep.
In Genesis 1 through 23, 1 through 27, if I'm not mistaken, it says that there are two people made.
Come.
These people are made in Genesis first chapter in the first 27 verses. Now with this comprehension of these two people being made in the second chapter, I want to say one, maybe 4 through 7. It goes on to speak about Adam being born from dust. And
God.
Eve coming from the rib.
God.
Now, in that first chapter, 1 through 27, you just told me you made him and her right then and there. So I don't believe that we are in God's image. Because
We-
you just
now-
told me you
now
made
this
two
is the
different
thing.
sets of two.
So this is the thing. So it was a chosen Adam and a chosen Eve. Just like the Most High, he always has a favorite. So Israel is his favorite, right? And like when I've talked to brothers, when I tell them when they start coming into truth to understand the Bible, I tell them avoid Genesis from the beginning
Well,
because you got to get the milk first. The milk are the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Like how you said, the law, statutes, and commandments. The laws is fringes, dietary, because it's dietary, civil, and it's dietary, civil, and what's the
Ceremonial.
other? Ceremonial, which is like the new moon, which is like the feast days.
spiritual.
No, it's just because he didn't give us Christmas, he didn't give us Thanksgiving, he didn't give us them. That's worldly, right? We got like I said, today is a new moon. It's a feast. You can drink. You're supposed to drink. You're supposed to eat. You're supposed to be merry. Watch, bring that out. Watch this. Numbers 10 and 10. Watch this.
The book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 10. Also, in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn and in your solemn days,
Solemn,
and in the beginning of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt
You're
offerings.
supposed to do what?
You shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings.
See, so he telling you, like, in our ceremonies, like today, the new moon, we supposed to blow our trumpets, like we did today, blow our trumpets at the beginning and at the end of the ceremony. Because it's giving reverence to the Most High.
Those burnt sacrifices.
Huh? It's just a feast. It's just another work. And when they did the sacrifices, they gave the Most High his. That's why they burnt like the ram and the goat and the fat. But then we also ate at them times. So it wasn't just only to him. We gave him his and then we ate ours. Right? So this is a burnt offering sacrifice. Go ahead, King.
Wait, I'm sorry, you're not thinking of. But so me cooking on the grill is basically a burnt
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah, come. Yeah, and like in these days, right? So we supposed to have these times like today, because like at sundown tonight is a Shabbat as well. Like this is called a Shabbat Wam in the Hebrew, in the Wan Kadash, right? This is Shabbat Wam, which means you can kindle a fire, right? You can do some cleaning, you can do some physical activity, but you ain't supposed to go to work, you ain't supposed to buy, you ain't supposed to sell, right? On the new moon feast. Now, when the sun goes down tonight is the 7-day Sabbath. The 7-day Sabbath, you can't cook, you can't clean, right? You can't go buy, you can't go sell as well. So it's a difference between a Shabbat and a Shabbat Wam. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I tell people stay away from Genesis. Because Genesis is hard. That's why I say go to the milk. Go to Numbers, Exodus, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy first and learn that milk. Yeah, those are the law. That's the Torah. The first 5 books of the law of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. That's the Torah. That's the first 5 books of Moses. But I tell people to stay away from Genesis and stick to the next 4 because those give you the laws, and that's the foundation you need. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah 28,
They always tell us to start off with the
9 to 10.
You start off with
Yeah,
the
of course,
Testament,
because that's
you
crafty
start
counsel.
and then
That's crafty counsel.
crafty counsel.
Crafty counsel according to Psalms 83. But wait, I'm going to go ahead and have you bring this up. The book of Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 and 10. Right? You got some more on that on the new moon?
No, I wouldn't go.
Go ahead.
No.
Wait,
I'll let you go.
This is the
Come,
book.
watch this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Who shall Most High? How can the Most High teach us knowledge? Watch.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Go ahead.
Them that are weaned from the milk
Go ahead.
and drawn from the breast.
Right, because when you're a baby, right? Because he said you got to come back into this thing like a baby, because the doctrines of this world, they have us not understanding the Bible correctly.
Teach
I
it
was a
out.
deacon from the 3rd grade up, bro. And I tell my brothers this story all the time. You know what I learned from the 3rd grade all the way through high school? Absolutely nothing. But when the Most High brought me in this truth, then I started to understand these
Bring
scriptures.
it out, King.
Then these scriptures started coming to life, and I understood what the Most High was saying. Right? Go ahead, King.
For precept must be upon precept.
Right, so a precept is just a Bible verse. So in order to understand this thing, you got to go from Isaiah, then you got to go all the way maybe to Proverbs, then you might go to Revelation, then you come back, and that's how you read the Bible, and that's what you understand, right? And the more commandments you keep, the more the Most High will open up this Bible. Go ahead, King.
Precept upon precept.
Go ahead.
Line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
Right?
For with stammering lips.
Right, because he knew that we are Israelites, right? We spoke Hebrew, but he knew that according to James 1:1 that we're going to be scattered across the world. So he gave us this book in English. That's why people say, oh, it's been touched. No, it hasn't been touched. He got the scholars to translate it from the Roman and the Greek understanding of the language and brought it to English, because he knew we were going to be here.
That's right.
He knew we were going to be here, and they knew that the world was going to eventually go to English.
What's the difference between the King James Version and NIV?
The King James Version gives you more of the straight uncut. It's the closest to what it was in Hebrew. Right? Because I got an NIV Bible right here, and when you read certain scriptures in the NIV, it don't read the same.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
My pops eventually studies from the NIV. I don't understand why.
I don't understand why either, because I'm telling you, it's a big difference. And find Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Go ahead, bring out what you was gonna bring out, King. Watch this. I got a couple more precepts for you, King, because we're gonna show you that you Israel and show you how.
I gotta get some one.
Okay.
I just got 2 precepts to let you know that who God made in his image was so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Our forefather Jacob was the so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. He only dealing with the Israelites that's on that side.
Come.
The Most High God is only dealing with those individuals on that side. But the world like to say that we are divided people, but we are one nation. We are all brothers, right? We are all brothers. I'm gonna read. Yeah, go ahead.
There's all black people.
All of
All
them.
of
Yeah.
them.
They're all black.
All of them.
So, from science, common sense says that white people only come from us as far as albino and whatever culture's not and all of this. Now, so, like, does the Bible only apply to black people?
And not black people, because I mean, if we go to India, Ethiopia, Africa, right? The Most High ain't dealing with them.
That's
if you
right.
go to Zephaniah chapter 11, right? The Most High ain't dealing with the Egyptians. What did he do to Pharaoh?
No idea.
He destroyed Pharaoh. He killed all the firstborn of Pharaoh. Right? Yeah.
Right.
Give me,
Did it in Egypt too.
give me, yeah.
So
Go ahead, read that.
Salakia. So he made 18 nations of people. You see the second sign at the bottom under the chart?
Yeah.
Those are 18 nations of people. Those are all the people that God made on this planet, and they still around today. But when the white man, according to Psalms 49:11, when he started conquering these lands, he started naming these lands after his names. So over a process of time, these names have changed. The landmass, like America, Africa, right? Because it was the land of Ham. Before it was conquered by a man named Leo Scipio Africanus, and then they named it after his name. So now we don't know, when we see these land masses and people, we don't know because we don't go back to the biblical term that the Most High God calls it. Right, con. Con, that's crafty counts as well. That's crafty counts. You mean yes.
Hebrew tongue.
So I'm gonna read these two, man, just to give you a little contents of what the Lord, how all the ancient world was all so-called melanated, dark-skinned, brown-skinned people, many shades of brown. Genesis 1:25, 1:26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image. So the Most High said he's gonna make man in our image. Like if you say you want to make something in your image, that means he's gonna have a melanated skin, like have brown skin. In our image, yeah, as in the Yahweh.
Yeah, because
Right,
Jesus, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, you go ahead.
So Jesus, the Most High, okay, if you're a CEO of a company, are you going to go build the building? Are you going to go and be the manager, the supervisor?
Con, that's it.
Right? Are you going to go do any of those intermediate jobs? No, you're just going to direct, right? So that's what God does. God ain't build nothing, but he directed the building of the world. No, it's just he had his son do everything, but he taught him.
No.
He taught him.
The verse you just read. Right before that verse, I'm pretty sure it says him and her. Is it not?
He created he them.
He them. See them. Multiple. Plural. That's what it says.
Go
Wanna see it?
more before.
Well, I can keep reading. It's actually further down.
Yeah,
It says
come.
him and her. Yes or no?
Right, where it's further down. I'll read it for you. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them.
Okay, I got a cup for that. Give me the book of Genesis chapter 4, right? Because I know I've dealt with people that they understand that. But how is it when he cast out Cain further down in 4, how is it that he found a wife?
Who said that Lilith wasn't the mother of the wife?
Because there was only, if you're saying that only 2 people were created,
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
there was many people created.
No, what I'm saying is that what you just read, him and her, and them, with them in our image.
So you think that all the nations weren't created then? You thought the Most High just stopped?
I think that
He didn't stop,
when
brother.
we're talking about consistent Adam and Eve, I also think that Adam wasn't first. When there was a Lilith that had to be.
Look, this is what I'm telling you, brother. The Most High didn't stop creating. He created all the nations all at once. It's just he has a favorite. So when he talks about Adam and Eve, that's his chosen. That's it. Yeah, he's only. So when he's talking about all the nations, he's only talking about the nation of Israel, and that's where a lot of people don't have the understanding of it. Because if we go in the second Ezra chapter 6 verse 54, right, it breaks down that he only did us, right? And then if we go to Isaiah, it also breaks down that there was only one nation, right? Hey, give me Exodus 6 and 54 real quick. No, Ezra, you right. Watch this. 6 and 54. We'll go ahead and give him a shotgun. 6 and 54. Start at 6 and 54. Yeah, 6 and 54. Come.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54.
Bring it out.
And after this, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Right?
So we all come after Adam, right? Would you agree with that? Right? We all come after Adam, right?
I think us here now, yes.
But watch this, watch this.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
See, so he has a chosen line of Adam. See, what he's saying is he didn't stop making them. Every man that was made, name was Adam. Every woman that was made was named Eve. There was no difference because he had just that chosen line, and that's what he's saying. Just like Jacob, just like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is his chosen line, and then Shem, that's the chosen line. All the other people were still here, but he just had a chosen group of people.
Was they all black?
I mean, everybody was black then. That's the whole point. So that's why we try to get away from the color thing, because it's not a color more than a nation of people, a bloodline of people. You see what I'm saying? It's a bloodline of people and not a color of a people. Because if we saying black only, then what about the Africans? What about the Middle Easterns? They're dark. You got some of them darker than us, right? So it ain't about a skin color. It's about a bloodline according to Romans chapter 9, right? Go ahead, King.
All these have I spoken before thee,
Go ahead.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
For our sakes, right? For Israel's sake. Go ahead.
As for the other people,
On the other people, right? Now all the other nations that's not Israel, watch,
which also come of Adam,
which also came, he created them just like he created us, right? Go ahead, King.
thou hast said that they are
So
nothing.
God loves everybody.
Thou hast said that they are
Are
nothing.
you sure he loves everyone, man?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
See, he said they ain't nothing, brother. Watch this.
But they're
But,
black too.
but be
It ain't
like
buttercup.
unto spittle,
He said they be like unto spit, brother. Go ahead.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So if you had a pitcher of Kool-Aid, right, and you drop one drop, is you gonna throw the whole pitcher down and catch that one drop? Or is you gonna say the hell with that one drop? Because I got a whole pitcher. He said he likened the abundance of them to that one drop, brother. The abundance of all the other nations. Go ahead, King.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
These who?
these heathens,
No, his loved ones.
these
He
heathens,
calling all the other nations heathens, man. Watch this.
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
No, they something, brother.
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
No, God loves everybody, brother.
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
Go ahead.
have begun to be lords over us.
Who's begun to be lords over us, brother?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Brother,
That's right.
hey,
That's
brother,
right.
did you get a flyer?
I
Go ahead,
did get
King,
a
bring your
flyer.
precept out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 17.
Watch this.
All nations before him are as nothing.
No, they something, brother.
Are as nothing.
No, God loves everybody.
Are as nothing.
They are, and this is in Isaiah, brother. Go ahead.
And they are counted to him less than nothing.
No, they ain't calling it less than something.
Less than nothing.
No, you sure?
Less than nothing.
Go ahead.
And vanity.
And what?
And
Hey,
vanity.
vain. Skip down 2 verses, King.
19.
Yep. No, 21.
Does this say it's okay to be racist?
Or is it up? Is it up a couple?
Yeah. Look, then we go to Deuteronomy 76.
All the other nations. What is it?
We don't like all of them.
None of the nations.
This is that is how
God
is
made
it?
18 nations in the world. On earth.
15.
15. Come. Watch this. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket,
You see the drop of the vessel. Go ahead.
and are counted as a small dust of the balance.
Ooh.
Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
And the ours is just nations. You take up the nations as a very little thing. So only nation means something is Israel, bro. Right? And give me the book of Proverbs 147, 19 and 20. Watch this. And give me, you got some more? Go ahead, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6. The Lord did, chapter 7, and verse 6. For thou art an holy people
Come.
unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
No, we equal to everybody.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
See, but they said we all equal though. But if we all equal, but look, let's just say this though. If we all equal, why don't everybody have the same living conditions? It happened for a reason. Give me the book of Deuteronomy 11 and 26. This is why it happened, brother. And then I'm gonna give you how you know who Israel is, and then I know you gotta go. Watch this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God,
That's what happened to Israel. We didn't obey the commandments. Go ahead, King.
which I command you this day. And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods.
Do what?
To go after other gods which you have not known.
See, and that's why we doing all this vanity, man. Go ahead, give me the book of Deuteronomy 28, 46. Start at 45, and then give me 60, 68, and then
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses.
all these good things.
Moreover, all these
All them
curses
curses he was talking about. Go ahead.
shall come upon thee, and shall persuade thee,
Pursue thee.
pursue
Come.
thee, and overtake thee.
Go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed.
So we what?
Till thou be destroyed.
Because we call ourselves black.
Till thou be
Because
destroyed.
we call ourselves Indians.
Till thou be destroyed.
We call ourselves Latinos.
Till thou be
We
destroyed.
all Israel, brother. Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments,
Commandments are done away with.
to keep his commandments,
Go ahead.
and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
And when he
And,
commanded, that ain't no option, right? You got to do them. Go ahead, King.
and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
See where you know where Subway at and Food Lion, right? By the sign. So how you know the Israelites? By these curses. That's the sign of who the Israelites are. Go ahead, King.
And upon thy seed forever.
Forever. Go ahead and bring me that, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hey, so do you know what Egypt is? What do we do in Egypt, brother? No, but what was we doing though? What was the Israelites doing in Egypt? All right, go ahead, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. Salaki. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Right.
out of the house of bondage.
So what's another nerve for bondage? Come. So go ahead and read that and put slavery. Come, let my people go. Come, watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What was the only nation of people that ever been in slavery with ships?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come. And it's because when the Most High started revealing the stuff in the Bible. Yeah. Because Egypt is synonymous. Everywhere when they talk about Egypt, he always talks about slavery. Right? Go ahead, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
But by the way God prophesied it was going to happen because we left the law, statutes, commandments. Go ahead, King.
And this is before Jesus.
Before Jesus, brother. Watch this.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And that's a twofold because we didn't see our physical land of Israel anymore as well as the physical Egypt. We never went back into Egypt again. Right? Go ahead, King.
And there ye shall be
So
sold.
when we got off them ships, who was we sold to? But let's see who God called them.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
Our friends.
Unto your enemies.
No, we all equal.
Unto your
Unto
enemies.
your enemies, brother. So now you see why we get the knee in our throat. Tiana Taylor gets shot coming through. Right? You get killed like Trayvon Martin with the Skittles, right? That's why, brother. Go ahead.
For bond men
For slave men
and bond women.
for slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
No man should redeem you in the Juan Kodash, because you know, only person gonna redeem us is Yahweh, man, who the world knows Jesus. Right? Hey, Con, hey, hit us up, brother. Our number, our emails, everything is on that flyer, brother. Come build with us. We got our YouTube account on there and everything. Go ahead, King. Some more questions?
The bus comes between 7. I'm probably going to miss it.
Come.
All
Come.
praise, King, all
All
praise.
praise.
So you'll be an Israelite, King.
Hey, King, you'll be
From the tribe of
Israelite
Judah.
from the tribe of Judah. Hey, you got to say that before you go. All praises, all praises, man.
That's right, that's right.
Hey, hey.
All praises, all praises. Look at God. Oh yeah, Luke 15 and 10.
Sister.
Hey, sister. Hey, sister. Hey, sister. Hey, sister, come here. Come here, sister. Hey, sister, come here. Hey, sister, come in the words of God, sister.
Word of God, sister.
Hey, sister, just give me 2 seconds, sister.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Just give me 2 seconds, sister.
2 seconds, sister.
Just give me 2 seconds, sister.
That's it.
Come on, sister. We out here for you.
Here
All
we go.
praises.
All praise.
All praises, sister.
We ain't gonna change my mind.
I love you. Hey, sister, it's all right because it ain't about changing minds.